you know, Rick and Jen have jumped on, I think, what, every single pole that there is out there. You've tested pretty much all different types of brands, and you've come to the consensus. I mean, you won national titles on 3 different poles, which I think is a statement. And technically, I mean, as you transition into your, what, 4th series of poles, potentially, this is... These poles are the future for what it is. So, Rick, I'm going to pass it to you. I mean, you guys have crafted, you've gone through the process, and what have you found with the poles?
Well, after a year of development, you know, and we're down in Texas training, and people didn't know, you know, well, why are Jen and Rick down in Texas in Altius territory training? But really what we were doing, along with Jeff Erickson, was developing what we felt was the best possible pole. We've all thought that there could be a better pole out there. What we didn't really realize was the amount of work that goes into the design of a pole, the amount of testing. But after a year, we are ready to announce with both Jeff Erickson at Altius, along with Jen as a 17-time U.S. champion, Olympic champion, world record holder, that we have developed a pole. It's a pole vaulting pole developed by a pole vaulter, which is very unique here. And I'll tell you, we are just extremely happy with this pole right now. It's gone into production, and they are available, and believe it or not, you can call and you can try to order one of these. There's going to be a big back wait here, obviously, but the first series of poles did come out, and believe it or not, it was Erica Ellis. And Erica Ellis is the first to jump on the Suhr Adrenaline hybrid pole. She PR'd by almost a foot, broke the high school national junior class record at 14.1 for just a 16-year-old girl. Now, I'd like to take that credit as the coach, but I'm going to be honest with you. The pole also here helped us quite a bit. Just a lot of work. It's exciting. This is probably as excited as I've been about something in pole vault in a decade. And the reason is this gives Jen and I an opportunity to really help a tremendous amount of vaulters. So, you know, again, what we looked for was a pole that we could get maximum penetration into the pad with maximum lift. And Zach, as you know, we've tested every type of pole out there. There's not one pole that's gone past, you know, our filtering and our testing. Some go farther down because they work well, and some don't. And I know you were part of that testing process. You want to tell us about that just a little bit?
No, I'd love to. You know, it truly is. I mean, you talk about, I mean, different vaulters and different styles of technique and how they are. I mean, I'm a shorter vaulter, and when Rick talks about, you know, penetrating into the pit, obviously if you're taking in the poles and you want to maximize your grip, I mean, you're looking for the best pole that you feel the most confident on. And from testing the poles and going through the different series with you guys, I mean, it's amazing. You're able to get in, you're able to have that speed generated through the runway, you attack the pole, and then it's also, I mean, you figure you're going to hit the pole and it's going to collapse on you, and I call it like a compound bow. I mean, you're penetrating in, it's giving you that optimal time to get back, and then as you say, it is just going to throw and lift you up. So, now, I got to ask though, so if you're talking about, I mean, what's going to separate this pole? Is it it's a carbon style of series?
It's a carbon pole, obviously going to be incredibly light. I think that, you know, again, and what it says here is true. The future of the pole is now. You know, this is the modern day pole. So, you know, again, Jen has tremendous feel. That's what won 17 U.S. titles for her. I mean, that's unheard of. No one's ever done that. Jen has jumped higher indoors than anyone has ever jumped in the world. She's done it twice. And with this in mind, what I'm saying is, between myself as a coach and between Jen as an athlete, the highest level athlete that the world's seen, she is able to feel a lot of delicate changes to a pole. And that's what we did. We experimented with a lot of different poles, as did our crew up here. And as you know, we have 3 different guys that test our poles along with Jen. So we also do a lot of computer analysis of it. We do so much video review with angles and all these things, crazy scientific things I can't even explain. My brother's a better guy at doing that than I am, you know. But at the end, look, we got it right. That's the biggest thing I can say is we got it right. So I think this pole is lighter. It's a carbon pole. It's thinner. It reacts so forgivingly at takeoff. It allows you to get into the pad, but this thing has lift. It has whip. Jen has PR'd off her 4 left runs. She's PR'd off her 5 and 6 left runs. Eric has PR'd off her runs, and obviously even in the meet. We are still in production of Jen's complete series of Suhr Adrenaline poles. We're hoping they're done. This is exciting stuff.
It's huge.
It really is. And, you know, look, we've all had pole frustrations. We've all had it. You know, it's cost us, you know, sometimes meets, sometimes championships. It cost us seasons before where we just don't have the right set of poles or the right flexion on poles. And there's just so much frustration with poles sometimes. And I've lived through it. And I've lived through it with all the major pole companies. Now, here's the other thing I want to add to this. Look, I'm not out here telling you change your pole.
Right.
Okay? I'm smart enough to know that different poles are better for different vaulters. And we've experienced that throughout our career. Not one pole has always been best for us. But from that perspective, having gone through the struggles with poles that we've gone through, and there are good poles out there. Look, we've won championships, like you said, on 3 different poles, none of which are this pole, okay? But as Jen has aged a little bit, slowed down a little bit, in order to stay competitive, we need a better pole. We need a better pole at this point. And we found a pole that does exactly what we need as far as, again, the penetration of the pad, the lift, the feel, which is big.
Yeah.
And look, we can throw all these engineers on everything, but a vaulter has got to grab that pole and say, hey, this is it. Hey, look, it's exciting. I think we can help some people jump just a little bit higher. Are you going to jump a tremendous amount higher on this pole? You know what? We're talking about inches. But if inches matter, when we're setting world records, it matters. To win world championships or to win your county meet in high school, you know what? 3-4 inches may matter.
Yeah.
And at that point, you want a pole in your hand that you're going to be comfortable with, that has a great feel. And that's all I can really say is, hey, after we tested this, every single person that tested this pole said, look, that's the pole.